Guys, Lady Locks here. I've got this really nice Dom Sigma that was sent to me by Trucking Lock. It's just a loan, I'm just borrowing it. So, sincerely, thank you, Trucking Lock. Very cool of you to lend me this beautiful Dom. And on the sarcastic note, thanks a lot, trucker. These Doms are a little bit nasty. They're so nasty. All right. Going in here, I want to start on the back, so getting my pick into the back and just testing out each pin as I come forward. Got, I don't know what, and not really feeling much of anything. Nothing binding. Oh, got a tiny click there. I think that was number 3. Oh, got another click and some core movement out of 4 or 5 there. All right. Very tricky little lock. Okay. Just going to keep doing this back and forth. Feel every pin. If it feels binding, try to push it up. If not, I'm going to skip it. And yeah. Super little tricky lock though. Alright, got something there. That was like number 3 maybe? Another little click. Now the problem with this is there's warding everywhere around. Oh, there we go. So let's say there's warding around all these pins in here. Makes it really tough to feel your way around there. Let me show you guys if you can see it a little bit. It's kind of choppy in there. Let's see if I can zoom it or focus it in a bit. Oh geez. Okay. So yeah, you can see it kind of comes in jagged little parts there on the sides. It can be a bit annoying. So it makes it, like I said, it makes it a little bit tough to figure out what the heck's going on with it. And this clamp is very pinched on this lock. I'm going to need a different set of pliers to get that one off. So bear with me a second. I'm going to lock it back up since I have the key, and let me find some pliers and we'll get this one gutted. Yes. Sweet. All right, key in, turning the lock a little bit. Now, there is a little bit of a ledge where the clamp was. You can see the little indent there. I shouldn't need a shim for this. None of the drivers should go down in there and do any harm as long as this part here is not directly under the drivers where there's going to be like a gap. I will be fine. So as long as I turn it just like so and push the follower through, it should be just fine. Although I got a couple of, I was going to say, I got a couple of little things that fell out on my hand here. These are all those little indents for key control. And now I just need to figure out, where they're going to end up having to go so I can put this back in here correctly for trucker. But let's get these key pins out. I'll show you the key control pins in a moment. Once I get rid of some of these key pins out of here, I don't want too many things falling out. Okay, so you can see there are 2 right here on this side. You can see these 2 little guys here. They actually go in when the key is put in, and they pop out when you pull the key out. You can see the little indents here where they go. So right there and there. And we've got 3 on the other side. So I'm going to turn this over, take the key out, and take a look. So yeah, it looks like spot. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. It's going to be lots of fun. Looks like, let's see. So we go up to here. So it's going to look like spot 1, 4, and 6. So 1, 4, and 6 should be where the other key controlled little doodads go. I guess, should I try to put them back in right now? Let's do that right now. What I say? Well, okay. Okay, now let's get this drivers out because I want to see the drivers. This is what I've been waiting for, and you guys have probably been waiting for, and I'm messing around talking it, losing pins. Oh my gosh, guys. All right, that one's kind of like, that is a standard pin, and it has little, it's got little, well, looks like a barrel spool, actually. It looks like it actually is a barrel spool, so never mind. That is a barrel spool. Sometimes those standard pins just have serrations on them in the place where you would see it in a barrel spool, so you don't think that's what it is. But I believe this actually has barrel spools in it. Very interesting. Yeah, full of them. Okay. Very interesting. So that's why I didn't get, that's why I didn't get too much of a false set on anything or have any, big false sets or anything like that when I was picking this one, because it doesn't have many spools in it. It has a couple. It does have some torpedo key pins here. Very interesting. So we've got, let me zoom us in. Let me zoom you guys in. Let me scoot everything in a nice little spot here and zoom you guys in so you can see all these goodies. Okay. All right. So we've got torpedoes on 1 and 3. And this is upside down. All right. And just standards on 2, 4, 5, and 6. Yep. All right, and then we've got barrel on 1, spool pin on 2, barrel on 3, barrel on 4, spool pin on 5, and a barrel on 6. So yeah, this one had a bunch of fun things in there. I wish it would have given a little bit more false sets. I do like spool pins. I love picking spool pins. They're a lot of fun. I like that back and forth and the kind of, fighting that lock and going back and forth. It's kind of some of my favorite picking, but this dom was interesting anyways. So thank you, Trucker. 1 dom down. Now I've got to pick the, what is it, a Plura? A dom Plura, I think it is the other one that he sent me. So I've got to try to pick the Plura before I send it back to him. It's a lot of fun. That was sarcasm, in case you were wondering. All right, guys, I'm going to zoom us back out. You see all the goodies laying here. All right, I did put the key control pins back in, and you can tell that they are correct because the core is freely turning with the, when I've got the key in there. Now, there are no modifications inside of the core. If my camera would focus. Okay. No modifications inside the core, just regular old whatever. So the barrel spools don't really catch on anything. No counter milling for them to catch on or anything. And like I said, you can tell that the pins for the key controller are in the correct position because the key is spinning freely. And if they are in the incorrect position, they do stick out. And it wouldn't allow this to spin. So that's how I know they're in the correct spots. Now, how I'll have to hold them in there with my fingers as I push this back through without losing the key pins and all that stuff too. So that's going to be a chore indeed. But I'll figure it out. I'll get it. These DOMs definitely have all kind of little pins and things. I mean, I've had a couple that I picked that just had things flying out of everywhere while you're trying to pull the core and My gosh, they always seem to have a surprise in them, don't they? Thank you, Trucking Lock. This was very cool of you to lend me these. Gonna try to get these sent back to you soon. I know you miss your DOMs. Alright guys, if you like this video, please click the like button. If you like my channel, please subscribe. And don't forget to ring that bell for all notifications. Alright, take care guys.